grandparents. It is indeed a great privilege and an honor to be amongst the young and budding citizens of this country. You have got a great role to play in our society. As you walk out from this college, you have to be prepared in life to face the challenges what the society gives. What I have learned in my 35 years of military service is there are few characters in an individual which can be changed, which can be molded, and one of them is discipline. When we go to our academy, which can give various types of courses, it starts with a 6 months training, a rigorous training, where you are forced to a routine, particular routine. You get up at 5:30 in the morning, you prepare your bed, you have your breakfast, you do your morning PT, you do your classes, the subjects you study, and then in the evening you have games. And specific to the work that you are doing, many of us are communicators, so we go for communication classes, which is with the help of lights. What you see, this light, such we try and communicate with the help of light. We try and communicate with the help of flag. So such classes are there at night. And then you do star watching. In the olden days, the navigation is going from one place to another place is by stars and planets. So those star and planet is the backup that we still have. So what I have learned and what I have seen, that in the morning when you get up from the bed, if you are able to prepare your bed properly. So we have a young student also with us. So this, if you prepare your bed, which is inspected in the academy every day, whether you have prepared your bed properly or not. Your bed sheet is checked, your nicely pillow is kept, where there is a blanket which is kept, and there is a havaldar which comes and inspects whether you have done your bed properly. At the time when we are in academy, it used to appear that why are we supposed to make the bed? But now when I see 35 years back, if I am to make a change in the world, if you are going to make a change in the world, you must start your day with some sort of accomplishment. So once you have made your bed, there's a small task that you have accomplished. And the advantage of doing that task is, if the day was good, then you go peacefully back on the bed, you have a place to rest. If the day was bad, you go to a bed which you have made it, you peacefully thinking that tomorrow will be a better day. So you have a place to rest. So that was possible only when you got up in the morning and made your bed. So you started the day with a sense of achievement, and that achievement will continue throughout the day. So what the point here was, you look and take care of small things in your life. If you are able to manage small things in life, bigger picture will automatically be managed. Then after that, we are we go to physical training, calisthenics, and we are put to some test or the other test, and you have to do some sort of physical training every day. These type of physical training not only helps you to keep yourself fit, both mentally and physically, but also makes your stamina high. We are made to walk, say 10-15 kilometers, then do paddling of boat back. And if you are late, there's a cut-off time, you are asked to go again. Every day, the class starts in the parade ground and there is an inspection of your uniform. And if they find you that your uniform is not good enough, which invariably will happen, you are put to a circus. You are asked to join a circus in the evening, and that is an entire uniform. You have to be there with a rifle or a gun, and then you perform the exercise in the uniform. We used to call it sugar coating. Like McDonald's says, there is a sugar coating on your McDonald's donut, and it is that till your entire uniform gets dirty, you are sugar coated with mud and dust. So at that time, it appears that we have joined this service to become a good graduate, executive. Why this sugar coating is required? It is a way to teach that life will give you challenges, and for those challenges, you have to be prepared. So if you want to change the world, expect the unexpected thing. If you are able to expect the unexpected thing, then you can face the challenge of your life. It does not matter what is your height, what is your color, what is your size, what is your IQ level. It is the persistence, determination, your willpower that takes you through the difficult times. We have a stream which is called as divers. They are supposed to dive and attack the enemy ships. They dive, and when you go down in the water, still you have some lights. Light from the sky, light from the stars, light from the shores on street lights. But when the diver swims close to a ship, because of the iron hull or the wooden hull of the ship, there is no light. He has to go to the deepest part of the ship and put a magnetic thing or anything underneath the keel. That is called the keel, the deepest part of the ship. At this point, the diver is exposed to chillness, cold water. He is already wet. He is exposed to pressure. He is exposed, what we are breathing here, the air, if you go 10 meters down in water, the atmospheric pressure increases by 1 bar. So if the pressure is more, you breathe at that pressure. The chillness is more. So at that point, only the diver knows if he is calm, if he is composed, if he is focused, if he is determined, then only he can perform his job. So you as a student have to remain calm, focused, determined at the most critical time in your life. So if in your exams, if you are not focused, if you are nervous, if you are not calm, then even if what you are knowing, you will not be able to solve those problems. So this is how you learn from the military training, military discipline, military life. You might have all heard about Steve Jobs, who founded the Apple phone, Apple mobile, Apple laptop. He has got a very interesting story of his own life. He was born to unmarried girl, and then she wanted to find and adopt somebody to adopt Steve Jobs. She wanted to be a graduate, but her condition, she could not become a graduate. So she wanted that her son should become graduate. So she was looking some parent who are graduate and will make promise that Steve Jobs will get an opportunity to become a graduate. And so they started finding parents to adopt who are graduate. The appointment was fixed, parents were decided, and the last minute, the would-be mother decided that no, I want a girl, I don't want a boy. So the parents dropped, and finally there was another in the list who said, okay, we'll take a boy, but they were not graduate. So the mother did not, Steve Jobs' mother did not want to give his son to somebody who was not graduate. But the father, would-be father, promised that he will make sure that Steve Jobs goes to college. And then mother agreed, and he was adopted. He'd studied his college, he was studying well. But when he reached his college, he found that it was difficult for his parents to fund for his education. So he decided to leave the college. After making Apple, he was invited to a college on a felicitation ceremony like this, like you are having today. And he confessed that dropping out of college was the best thing that happened to him. Then he justified why. He said, you do what you love to do and love what you do. The difference is, you are doing something which you don't love. And you lose something, you love something, but you are not doing that. So you do something what you love and love what you are doing it. So what he did not stop going to the college. He developed an interest of calligraphy, the writing skill, and started attending the classes where the writing, various types of fonts was there. And that is how he made Macs, which finally Windows adopted. And now what various types of font we see is because Steve Jobs dropped out from his college and studied for calligraphy and learned those things and developed Macs, which was later bought by Windows and Apple. And for you, it is important to know that when Steve Jobs made Apple, he hired a very intelligent person to run the Apple, because it was very difficult for him to run. So there was a board of directors, and there is a difference of opinion between Steve Jobs and the person he hired and the board. So finally they threw Steve Jobs out of his own company. It can happen, and it had happened. Steve Jobs, being Steve Jobs, did not lose hope. He made Next, he made Pixel, two more companies, and in that time, Apple's market value came down, and they finally realized that without Steve Jobs, Apple cannot survive. So finally, Apple bought Next and Pixel and hired Steve Jobs and make him the head of the board. So finally, he came back to the board. So for you to learn and identify the waypoint is never get disheartened from failures. What we learn in school or what our parents teach us, they always tell us the son or daughter of your neighbor is brighter than you. Is it not? You are always compared with someone else. You are you. You are an individual. You have your own plus point. You have your own weaknesses. You have to identify your plus point and your weaknesses. And I would request all the parent also, your child is a special child. He has got special qualities. Had the parent did not allow Steve Jobs to drop out from his college, we would never have had Apple phone, Apple, one of the biggest companies in the world. All of you might have seen the movie Three Idiots. There Amir Khan said very nice thing, that you don't require a degree to be a professional. You only require knowledge. And if you have knowledge, Vidvanam Sarvatra Pujate. So Steve Jobs in his life used to get, since when he was college dropout, he wanted to fund his own life. He was not taking money from his parents because they were as it is poor. He started making computers from the garage of his friend. So they both became one together and they started making computer. So many a times they were not having enough money to have at least 2 meals a day. So he used to collect empty bottles of Coke and take it to the Coke factory. And from there, when he used to give that Coke bottle, he used to get those money, and so he used to have. Or on Sundays, he used to walk 12 kilometers to Hare Krishna temple, where there used to be a free meal on the Sundays. And every Sunday, he used to go there and have free meal in the Hare Krishna temple and enjoy the. So that is how he became spiritual too. And after becoming the owner of Apple, he spent a lot of time in India about in studying the spirituality in India. He used to say, in school, we are taught about success. Everywhere, everyone talks about success. But what is success is in life? To get successful, you have to learn from your failures. You have to identify your failures. You have to analyze, scrutinize, and see why you have failed. Because there is no better judge than you yourself, who understands yourself and can find out what mistake did I do and why did I fail here. Unless until you analyze your failure, the chances of survival is less. Chances of success is less. Even if you want to jump high, you have to first bend your knees to take that extra spring and jump. You have to, if you are take a bow and arrow, so you have to pull the string back, and then only there is a tension to go forward. So you have to go back at times in your life to get momentum to succeed in whatever is your destination. So to have that success, to cherish that success, it is important to learn from your failures, learn from your mistakes, and prepare yourself to overcome that mistake and be successful in your life. What is more important is you must respect every individual, because we are all social animal. We call human being a social animal. We all live in a society. You have to, so respect is always mutual. It cannot be that you keep respecting, I don't reciprocate, at one point of time you will not respect me. So respect every individual. Respect your parents. Why? They have seen the world. They are more matured. They have seen the failures. They know what type of failures you are going to encounter in your life. They love you. They want to take care of you. They want to see that you do well in your life. So they are a good guide for you. When you grow up and do your master's or post graduation or PG, then you require a person who's called as guide. That same guide is your parent throughout your life. There, the guide is helping the PG student for his post graduation. Here, your parent is helping you to grow and become a good person or an individual. So, respect your parents. Respect your teachers. Because you are like a mud, and the pot out of that mud is being made by the teacher. The better the mud, better the pot. Better the teacher, smoother the pot. Shining is the pot. This will all happen when there is good communication between the teachers and the student. It only will happen. Teachers will be encouraged to take interest in the student if student reciprocates. If the student is more focused what the teacher is saying, if the student is determined to finish the task what the teacher has given. What actually happens, if you see in your own life, when you are in pre-nursery, lower KG, upper KG, teacher told you that A for apple. And if your mother said, no, A for aeroplane, you said, no, my teacher told me that A for apple. She is correct. So this type of learning is called pedagogy, where the student can be molded and they think that teacher knowledge, whatever teacher is saying, that is correct. Because you at that time, 5-6 years of age, don't have a preconceived idea about your life. But when you are here, middle school, high school, college, you have lived your life. You are in your teens, notorious teens. है ना? You all say that I am a teenager, don't try to teach me. So when you are a teen, you don't like to be questioned. Let me do something of my own. I am grown up. When somebody comes to your class and he tells you that what is the resonance. So to understand that resonance, it first thing comes to your mind, whether this class is a physics class, whether this is a maths class, or this teacher is a postgraduate, or this teacher is an MSc, because you are analyzing in your brain. You are thinking, oh, I have also studied in class 8, what is resonance? What teacher is saying, whether she is saying correct or not, I want to ask her question. Because you are in teens, you are bubbling with energy, you want to show to your classmates that no, I also know something. Whether you know or not, you want to ask a question. Teacher, I know what is resonance. Is it not? So when you say, such type of learning is called andragogy, where you know that in your 15, 16 years of life, you have studied, you have got a background. So that background is allowing you to question the teacher, what she is teaching, whether she is correct or wrong. So I would like you to first respect yourself, respect your teachers, respect your parents, respect your elder brother, elder sisters, elders in your family. More than that, respect your colleague. Why colleague? He has been there in thick and in situations with you where you were caught doing something wrong. He is going to help you. So make this bonding. You can't have good friends. You can only have good friends if you are a good friend to him. In a boat, in Coast Guard, we say that my life rests in the hand of the next person who is my buddy, who is sailing with me. At the time of emergency, only he can save me. If you have seen a commando moving in an operation, one is looking forward, one is looking backward. So any bullet coming from behind, the person who is looking behind is to take care. So I put my life in his hand. So suppose somebody fires and he ducks down, I'll be hit in my back. So that sector is his responsibility. And the front sector is my responsibility. Similarly is a friend. He helps you to play. He helps you to study. He teaches many bad things also. So, but you have to undermine those things and always respect your friend wherever you get a chance. You always respect the institution from where you passed out. Because this institution provided you with the knowledge of life. And when you grow up, like I have come here, you also go back to your institution whenever you get a chance and talk to the young people so that they learn something from you. They are also encouraged by your presence. So this is your waypoint. So if you want to change the world, start from today. Be more disciplined, be more punctual, be more respectful. So can I have this promise from all of you? I can't hear you. No, you have to say loud. Yeah, you are better now. Once more. Okay, thank you very much.